Theresa May smiled as she was accidentally dubbed Madam Brexit today as she held talks with the Polish PM in a charm offensive to drum up support for a swift trade deal. The Prime Minister was flanked by Boris Johnson and Philip Hammond as she travelled to Warsaw hours after losing Damian Green from her cabinet in the Pawn Row. Mrs May held talks with Poland's PM Mateusz Morawiecki, who backed Britain getting a swift free trade deal with the EU after Brexit. The PM was joined by her closest cabinet lieutenants on the trip, including new Defence Secretary Gavin Williamson and Home Secretary Amber Rudd. It comes as her premiership was plunged into fresh turmoil back at home after Mr Green was forced to quit after he was found to have lied about claims porn was found on his computer. But Mrs May and her coterie of cabinet ministers put on a united front as they travelled to the Eastern European country for talks. Theresa May sacked Mr Green as her deputy last night, 2 days after receiving a report into his behaviour. She travelled today to Poland for a major summit with Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki, pictured. Mrs May was surrounded by allies on the trip to Poland, pictured with Boris Johnson in a family photo today despite the turmoil at home. Members of the Polish and British governments stand together in Warsaw today. The PM made it clear that the EU believe in the rule of law when asked about the controversial changes. Mrs May touched down in the midst of the diplomatic storm in Warsaw this morning as her premiership was plunged into turmoil at home after the sacking of Damian Green, pictured outside his London home this morning. He was sacked after he was found to have lied about claims porn was discovered on his office computer in 2008. And she received a boost from the Polish PM who indicated his support for a swift post-Brexit trade deal with the EU. Mr Morawiecki said, "On economic cooperation, there is hard to find closer partners than we are. The UK is a very important trade partner for. The UK is a very powerful country exporting services. It's obvious for the UK they would like to remain a very strong player in this area." He added, "All the protectionist movements are very dangerous and that's why we really regret losing the UK as our ally in a number of discussions at the EU level where we tried to mitigate and reduce the red tape and a number of regulations. But we do believe in this new agreement that will soon be worked out, will soon be negotiated, and we will be able to cooperate with the UK as close as possible." Boris Johnson talks with Poland's Foreign Minister Witold Waszczykowski as he joined Theresa May in Warsaw for high-level talks with the government as many of the most senior cabinet ministers travelled to the country for the meeting. Gavin Williamson chatted with Poland's Defence Minister Atoe Masaryk as he joined Mrs May on the tour. He was promoted to the cabinet last month when Sir Michael Fallon was forced to quit in a sleaze row. Chancellor Philip Hammond talks with Poland's Atoe Masaryk as he also joined Theresa May on the trip. The cabinet ministers put on a united front despite the political turmoil raging back home in Britain.